The long-awaited clash, the big one, over 40,000 people crammed into Football Park. Victoria against SA. Salmon goes up, the tap comes out now. Depair Domenico sends them into attack, but it's well taken in defence by Lindsay. Have a look at this on replay, obviously too high, goes for the pass. Salmon out in front of Hughes, good mark. Hughes only about a half a metre late, but couldn't make it. A little bit of a take there. David and Goliath.
2 feet the difference.
Half a metre, Bob, but I know what you mean. Paul Salmon, his second shot at the woodwork. He booted the first point. Only 20 metres out, an easier kick. His second. No breeze, a beautiful night here in Adelaide. The big interstate clash. Huge crowd still pouring into the ground towards the golf course end. Not getting a lot of cheers as he goes that way, and he pops it through. The Vicks are under. Want to see South Australia avenge the defeat that Bob just told you about last year. McDermott 40 metres out on the way. Fine goal.
Well, I think Anderson's in the thick of things himself. He's not doing, just out there for nothing, you know.
Yes, we do. Naily, centre wing to put the South Australian side into attack up towards the half-forward line. Mark Williams played on, or did he? Swooping on it, Bradley. The umpire says you can play to advantage. Platten over the top, open goal, 25 metres out, goal! Second goal, first to Platten, 2-2 South Australia, 1-1 Victoria.
The handball there, too unselfish by Healy. Should have had the shot himself.
Agreed. Hughes to the outer side, Brereton's out there. Brereton got the handball out, quickly now it's Poole. Victoria going to attack through Williams up towards full forward, but it's well taken there by Harvey. Harvey's got it 25 metres out in front, and you can certainly tell when the Vicks are in attack. Not a lot of noise at all. Mark Harvey. Fine Essendon player. The umpire goes galloping, but it's a goal. Just on the half-back flank. Goes to the half-forward line. Redden is up there. Depair Domenico back. Almost a strong mark in front. In goes Naily. Naily on the left leg. Bradley wants it short. Further back now is Filkey. Coming to meet it is Williams. In there for Victoria also is Yates. Can't get it clear. Coming away now is Poole. Poole towards the leader. Brereton on the outer side. Coming through strongly South Australia. Williams. He lost the football. Wilson has got it out wider still now. Is Meldrum. Meldrum goes to the half-forward line. Well taken by Matthew Campbell. Kicks out wide to the lead now of Mark Williams out there. Getting back on it, Waitman. Now Alvin. Out wide was Williams. All of Victoria out there. Meldrum and or Williams. Williams got the ball now. Looks for the pass on the lead. Quickly now is Brereton. And he's got the ball. Harvey it is. Harvey it is on the half-forward left flank. About 55 metres out. Might be just as about as far as he could kick. Oh, on the lead goes Salmon. Beautifully put, Harvey. That is the perfect pass. Salmon out of the blocks in a flash. Couldn't have asked for anything better. And he's got it 35 metres out.
The big value of Paul Salmon, although he may be a very, very tall player, in fact the tallest player on the ground, he is an excellent lead, a true full forward, and if he's not doing well at full forward, an excellent ruckman when thrown onto the ball. It gives Kevin Sheedy a great deal of mobility in his whole movement.
Fourth kick, Salmon scores level on 2-2. Shot underway. That's home. Fine goal, Salmon.
Two goals to Salmon, one to Harvey. South Australian goals being kicked by Platten and McDermott. Huge number of players around the ball as tap comes forward and Victoria come from Carroll towards centre half forward. Salisbury out of trouble, now Williams. The running player is Campbell. The kick is not well directed, however, into a nest of Victorian players. Folds takes it, tacks across the ground. That's a well put pass, and he's found out there Trevor Poole. The Richmond defender, who's playing at half back tonight, kicks high towards centre half forward, searching for Salmon from behind. He's got it, I think. Yes, it's been paid. Oh, too many centimetres for Danny Hughes. And that's the fourth mark to Paul Salmon. Here it is.
On replay, there's not a doubt in the world about that mark. The crowd mightn't be pleased about it, but certainly a mark to Paul Salmon.
Salmon proving a big thorn in South Australia's side. He's already booted two and missed one early in the quarter from just 25 metres out.
I don't think I'd wait. I think I'd make the move now.
Kick number 5 from Salmon. Covering the distance all right. His third goal.
It's not good play by Di Domenico on that occasion. It's all right if the player's completely clear, but not across the ground like that.
Michael A sends South Australia into attack up towards Kernahan. 1-2 grabs. The umpire said play on G. The crowd won't like that one. Umpire John Russo in charge. Centre half forward. Let's have a look at it. One. Have a look at the second grab. Into time on.
Personally, I would have paid the mark.
So would have I, Bob. Kernahan, the big thump. Up towards Pert and Dietrich. Pert has the pace. Close to the line. Clears long. Back towards his half-back line. Di Domenico coming. Oh, great mark taken by South Australia's Filkey. Ace it was. Coming with a tight out goes the short pass. Kernahan. Well, the big fellow's got into the game. He's about 40 metres out. It's his third mark. And a big charge for South Australia. Kick number 4. Into time on. South Australia down by 14 points. An easy one for Kernahan. He slipped Carroll on that occasion, having trouble with the laces. An important kick for South Australia. They just can't let Victoria get too far in front.
Kernahan looks a far better player when he moves around. Graham Corn's on the telephone, and when he leads and comes up the ground, gets in the front position, Kernahan a very dangerous player.
Kernahan from 35, 40 metres out. Kick underway. Nice looking kick. Coming back with a boot. Close. Goal Kernahan, his first. South Australia 3-2 to Victoria 4-4. Second quarter at Football Park. Victoria 4-4. South Australia 3-2. Ball on the centre. Williams couldn't get the kick out. Ball held to the South Australian player there in Bradley, and the umpire will come in and rebounce the football. Magnificent night. Top first quarter. Huge crowd. Walsh got the tap away, but it went to Ace. Drives South Australia into attack up towards the half-forward line. Chance Kernahan as he goes through the pack. Slips it out. Noley. Open goal. Could not miss. South Australia's fourth goal. Beautifully done, Stephen Kernahan. Noley's first. South Australia 4-2. Victoria 4-4.
South Australia 4-2. Was through that. There's Tony McGuinness warming up. Hasn't been on the ground as yet, but his appearance looks imminent. Merritt took it out of the air, tapped it back. Fans screaming for a free. It's been paid. I didn't quite see what that was for, but the free's going South Australia's way.
I think he suggested that Roger Merritt threw the ball forward.
Bradley has it just on centre wing with his fifth kick. Goes to half forward. Kernahan is the target. Flying also on the pack was Redden. Taken beautifully by Williams. The pass from Ace will find Filkey in the pocket. Oh, good build up by South Australia. And Grantley Filkey, who won the McGarry medal in '85, has it now about 40 metres out.
On replay, we see Filkey making beautiful position, and Tommy Elvin a good runner, and Filkey giving a bit of a run around so far.
Filkey's drop punt has covered the distance. Oh, he's got the accuracy as well. His first goal. Opportunity now for Victoria. Kicking the ball clear was Hawker. In trouble now, Waitman. Lost it, holding the man. Well, gee, I'm not sure, but the free's gone to Victoria. Hawker has it. Passes off. Now it's Williams from just forward of the centre half forward area. Salmon at the back. Walking goal. Clark. It's a goal. Clark's booted his first. Victoria 6-5. South Australia 5-3. The Victorians' eighth kick is towards half forward. Brereton pushed out. No, played on. Gee, that should have been a free as Bradley puts it long in towards centre half forward. Platten will have to leap. Here's an opportunity for Kernahan. A hurry kick. Dietrich got him. Must be paid. And the big fella has it 15 metres out and the chance to kick his first.
On replay now, Kernahan doing well to hook that around, and Mark Williams now to line it up 20 metres out.
I did call Dietrich. It is obviously Mark Williams. His kick is good. Goal.
Fellow Dietrich to try and shepherd that ball through. It was a magnificent effort, really.
Pert now to Alvin. Victoria running out of the defence. Well, that's a good kick from Alvin towards centre wing. Domenico takes it. Doing well against Anderson. This is his 9th kick. In fact, it was a handball. Victoria go forward. Oh, well put to Waitman. Waitman wants to handball it, wants to get over the top. He's run a long way, but he's going to goal. Yes, he has. Second to Dale Waitman. And Victoria 7-7. South Australia 6-5. Salmon in front, taps on. Strongly went Campbell. Redden out to Bolton. Bolton on to McDermott. Back to Bolton in the 1-2. Good build-up. Ace, 35 metres out. Brilliant goal. Oh, what a top goal. Michael Ace, he's first. And South Australia come fighting back. 7-6 to Victoria 7-7.
A wonderful team goal there by South Australia. A number of players in that as Bolton gives it across to McDermott. Back to Bolton. On now to Aish. And a very good captain's goal by Michael Aish. Much to the delight of the crowd, and as well they might be, because that was a great team goal.
Bob, they're having trouble getting the football back. There's a big crowd. You would have thought it would come back a little quicker. Maybe somebody needs a footy.
I don't think they realise that when you kick a goal, you like to get back and get the ball bounced as quickly as possible, and it's to the detriment of South Australia after a goal like that it doesn't come back very quickly.
Agreed. Victoria by 1 point. 23 minutes gone, second quarter. In ruck will be Merritt against Redden. Good bounce by the umpire. Merritt's tap away, but it taken there now by Bradley. South Australia into attack up towards Mark Williams. Got to sit on the ball nicely. Well clear, hooks around the corner. Dietrich! Oh, he didn't mark it. The umpire's paid a push. Oh, what a lucky one. Luck's a fortune. Bobby Skelton.
Not for mine, not at all. As we watch on replay now, and we see Dietrich well out in front, and I think he was too far in front. He fell in diving to take that, but nonetheless, here it is now.
Grenville Dietrich, the big fellow, South Australia's leading goal kicker by plenty. 48 for the season. His first kick for the game. 10 metres out. His first interstate game. South Australia down by 1 point. He's nudged it through. The throw-in is in front.
Slipped in front of Matthew Campbell and took a fine mark. His 5th mark, in fact. Now he's got Alvin loose. That's his 7th kick. Poor defensive work again by South Australia on that occasion. Allowed Alvin into the spot. Alvin too far out to score. His 8th kick. Not a good one. Kicked it into the man on the mark. Swooping on it was Williams. Hands it back to Domenico towards half forward. Oh, blatant push in the back. And the South Australian captain Ace will take it.
I don't think there's any comment necessary on that one.
Michael Ace now from centre half back, playing a top game. Great captain's game. Puts a high one out towards centre wing. Kernahan. Now Domenico. Ridden to the ground by Anderson, and he'll take the free.
Must get the free kick. The attack side of centre wing elects to play on. Kick number 10. He's played very well indeed. In towards Merritt. Fine mark. Geez, mobile for a big man. What a player. At full forward at the moment. He centres the ball on the short lead. Quickly now Clark. Clark right forward pocket. Snaps around the corner. The umpire starts to gallop. Fine mark taken in there by, is it Poole? Poole in the left forward pocket. Geez, tucked in on an angle, only about 15 metres out.
It's an excellent mark by Trevor Poole, but real pressure goal. One that the Vicks would dearly love to kick at this stage of the quarter.
Down by 4 points. Close to the big interval. Poole in the left forward pocket, yet to kick a goal. Not getting a lot of support from the over 40,000 people here. Kick number 5 underway. He's gobbed it right through. What a fine goal. Split the centre. Victoria back in front with Poole's first goal. 8-8 the Victorians, 8-6 South Australia. Thank you, Peter. Everything in readiness for the second half of the big interstate clash. Victoria having led by 8 points at quarter time, lead by 2 points as we start the second half. Redden in ruck for South Australia. Salmon for Victoria, gets the tap away. Through goes Merritt. Waitman gets the kick into the attack for the Vicks, up towards the half-forward line. Over the top comes Lindsay. Thumps the ball back towards Merritt. Merritt tackled out there. Bolton one-on-one. Quickly into the action is McDermott. Michael Ace. Bradley. Good football, South Australia. Bradley looking for a running player. Pass goes Platten. On the lead is Nailey. Nailey tried to half volley. 2-on-1. Tango's out of trouble. Well, looks for the lead of Dietrich now going up towards that player. Kernahan as well. Bolton in beautiful half volley. Oh! He must have thought he's still playing in the VFL. He handballed to Alvin. Quickly now Waitman. Hurd. Off the half-back line. Waitman again. South Australia. Through Nailey. Now Kernahan. Kernahan 45 metres out. Goes for home. He's got it. South Australia in front again. Kernahan's second goal. 9-7 South Australia. 8-9 Victoria.
And once again, Nailey right in the thick of things as we see Waitman putting the ball through. Bradley takes it. Bradley taps the ball forward. Taken by Nailey. A very quick hand pass across to Kernahan. And Kernahan now proving a dangerous player. Dean now at full-back for Victoria on Big Dietrich, whilst Pert has gone to the half-forward flank. Looks like Brereton haven't quite picked up where Brereton is at full forward.
4 points in front then, South Australia, and they've got the free in the middle. Bradley. No, it's going to Redden. Back it comes to Bradley, however. The kick towards centre-half forward. Walsh gets a fist on it. Chance for Foles. Gets it wide, but in the way is Ace. All favoured by a bounce. Michael Ace, 35 metres out. Chips into the goal. Dietrich! Oh, he's got him. Beautifully put by Michael Ace. Playing a very good captain's game, and Dietrich sat in behind Peter Dean, and he's got it. First mark to Dietrich. He's only kicked one goal.
Lovely piece of football by Ace. 15 metres brings him right onto the line.
You couldn't possibly miss from here, Bob. Umpire Kinnear having a few words to say. Forcing Dean back onto the line. What does he do from there, Bob? You can't take him back any further than that.
Further.
Well, Dietrich has beaten the goal. Cords is happy, no doubt about that. Tina Dietrich. South Australia, 10-7. Lead Victoria, 8-9.
Well, Dietrich showing a lot of common sense on that occasion. A lot of players would come back and take the run in and go for the goal. And I don't quite know whether I quite agree with the move of Peter Dean. Dean's an excellent player, but certainly hasn't got the leap that Pert has got. And Dietrich might have a little bit too much bulk.
South Australia by 10 points. 12 minutes into the second half. Over the top came Mark Williams. Aerial ping-pong there from Victoria's pool. Finally, it's got out from Bolton. Here's a chance. McGuinness on the run. He goes for home. Oh, what a goal, South Australia.
South Australia go forward from the bounce. McDermott has it at left half forward. Gee, they're running over the top of the Vicks at the moment. The lead is 16 points. Kernahan in the square. Couldn't take it. Williams needs support. Gets it to Dietrich. Oh, goal! What a great goal! He's third. South Australia 12-7 go further ahead. Victoria 8-9.
Getting back on it is Alvin. Over the top goes McGuinness. South Australia starting to run now. And the umpire has given a free kick here to Tommy Alvin at centre-half back. Noticed by the long hair. In fact, in the game in Sydney the other week, they grabbed him by it. Victoria off the half-back line by Yates towards the half-forward line. Here's a chance. Harvey up towards full forward. Brereton! Fine mark.
Well, very quiet night tonight for Dermot Brereton.
Yes, Bob, I agree with you. Last time he played over here, he killed us, and we're expecting bigger things than we've seen tonight. But the game isn't over yet. Kick number 4 on the way. The umpire hardly moves, except to say that Brereton's got his second goal.
First goal to Victoria in the third quarter. They're 9-9, trailing South Australia 12-7. SA into attack. McGuinness puts it out wide. Dietrich got in. Beautiful pass. Brilliantly put. And the big fella, as Bob Skilton told you, is getting on top of Peter Dean. And perhaps the move that was made is causing problems. Beautiful pass.
Excellent pass. Bradley getting it across to McGuinness. And a lovely lead from Dietrich nonetheless.
Dietrich's second mark for the night. He's booted 3 goals. This is kick number 4 only. Important shot for goal. Oh, he's threaded it through. Forward to Dietrich. South Australia in brilliant form. lead Victoria 9-9.
I certainly would, as Bradley now takes it across to McGuinness, and the small ruck players in this quarter cutting the side to pieces, and I certainly would make the move at the moment. We're not getting anything out of Pert up on the half-forward line, so I'd put him straight back to full-back.
At the centre bounce, it'll be Redden against Merritt in ruck now for Victoria. Gets the tap away up towards the half-forward line. Loveridge in quickly. The Victorians into attack. Out comes Big Salmon. Lumbers to meet the ball. Taken there on the half-forward line by Healy, looking somewhere to go. Gives it out. Loveridge now. Wants backup support out wider. Still is Poole. Poole under pressure from the South Australia defence. And they've got a chance to come away, South Australia, through McDermott to Anderson. The running par is Phillips. South Australia off the half-forward line, almost a half-back line. Too slow to get these kick, Phillips. Waitman to charge centre field. Victorian into attack again. Browden out on his own. That's where the ball goes. Dummies beautifully. Heads for goal with a long one. The umpire starting to move with the ball. I think he's got his fourth. Correction, his third. Fine goal, Dermot.
Almost set to South Australia going with a goal by Naylor, who's been a dangerous player.
Good mark by Meldrum. Loveridge provides the run. Oh dear, again a bad handball, but he gets it back to Meldrum in the 1-2. Back it goes to Alvin again. Rather, that was... Now it's Alvin. Picked up by Rains. Sweeps it out wide. The kick by Folds is looking for Salmon and finds him. Beautiful pass from Gary Folds. And Paul Salmon, who booted 3 in the first quarter, has lines up for goal number 4 and came down pretty heavily on that leg, but he looks okay now.
Looked as though he grabbed the thigh a bit. That was a bit of a hammy.
Waitman in trouble on the ground. Salmon's 10th kick, booted 3. It's high, it's straight, it's a goal.
13-9 plays 11-9, an infringement at the centre bounce. Hughes will take the free kick for South Australia to put them into attack. A towering torpedo punt. What a ground covering kick up towards timely mark. 25 metres out in front. He's only taken 4. The Vic centre half back have been pretty solid on him. Let's have a look at it. He's booted 2, and that's a strong mark and should convert from here for South Australia. 12th kick, Stephen Kernahan. Been well in the game, done some very useful things. Taking his time. Important kick for South Australia. They lead by 2 to the lake end of Football Park. And nudges it through. That's his third. South Australia 14-9, Victoria 11-9.
A beautiful mark by Stephen Kernahan. The only player to look like taking that one as he judged it to perfection. We watch it from a different angle, and it's a glorious kick by Danny Hughes. Long, direct, the torpedo punt kick. Nobody else looked like getting near it but Stephen Kernahan.
Almost into time on in the third quarter. South Australia have established a 3-goal lead. Hughes against Walsh. South Australia forward. Good mark at centre half forward. McDermott had a pretty quiet first half, but really has come into his own in this third term. Oh, Kernahan again! What a mark! Geez, killing him at the moment. Booted 3. The last only 40 seconds ago. What a mark. Bob Skilton.
Yes, and once again, Dennis Carroll in the front position. I'm sure he cannot afford to play Kernahan that way. In fact, I think Carroll's a little short for Kernahan personally.
Kernahan now, a very important shot for goal. He's already booted 3. Kick number 13. South Australia lead by 3 goals. Hush silence. They lead by 4. 10 South Australia, Victoria 11-9. Into time on by almost 4 minutes. Phillips, Ace being held at Pills for the free kick, and belatedly umpire Kinnear blows the whistle. So Ace will relieve the pressure. And South Australia really have applied tremendous pressure in this third quarter. Kick number 12 from Ace finds Bolton. Bolton towards half forward at the back. Good mark. Mark Naylor. Naylor hold. Platten wanting going past. And a 15-metre has been given against Paul Meldrum. So this brings Naylor to about 45 metres. metres from goal. Very close to siren time, and kick number 14 for Martinelli. Really has been an outstanding player for South Australia. Oh, it's going awfully close. It's a goal! Oh, great goal, Martinelli. His second. South Australia 16-10 take a commanding lead over Victoria, 11-9.
Naily showed supreme confidence in with that kick. He had the leads from Williams, he had lead from Dietrich, and ignored both of those. Let Dietrich come through. As on replay, we see David Bolton put the ball forward. A well-judged mark to Naily. He got a 15-metre penalty and an excellent goal.
A centre square infringement against South Australia. Walsh got the free kick as the Vics go into attack. Back in defence there is Craig Williams for South Australia. The ball comes out now to Williams. Williams heads towards the open goal. The Vics have answered. Brilliantly done. His first goal, and Victoria fight back to notch their 12th goal.
Umpire Russo in and gives a 15 metres against Ace. Good strong tackle from Melbourne. The pass finds Hawker. Hughes, as Hawker looked to get on with play. Hawker goes short, Merritt is alone, but the pass is not good. A long handball, however, succeeds. Yates to Loveridge. Loveridge long, looking for Salmon in the pocket. Oh, the big fella's got it. No, foul at the second attempt. In comes Parker. South Australian supporters scream for holding the ball, but it's not paid. Lindsay robbed of it by Clark. Tapped in tight. Oh, it's all Victoria here. Two of them in the square. And the mark has been taken down there by Trevor Poole. Poole, who's only 15 metres out. There are two of them there. They could have raffled it. Poole has kicked one. And he was the one that took it with his 5th mark. So he's only about 10 metres out. Kick number 6 is his goal. Yes, it is. His second. Victoria 13-9 then come back at South Australia 16-10.
Perch kick in. Oh, he heaved that a magnificent kick right up towards Brereton. Getting back on the ball now for South Australia. Quickly it's Anderson. Bradley. Kernahan wants it over that player's head. Out comes Dietrich. Oh, the umpire didn't pay the mark. Loveridge the handball out. Now South Australia under pressure from Merritt, who gets the kick long back to centre wing. The lead out there from Poole. Bumped away by Campbell. In goes Williams. Campbell there as well. Hawker for Victoria. And the ball is out of play. No, out on the full. South Australia's free kick to be taken on the outer side. Taken out there by Matthew Campbell. He puts it in. Merritt over the top. Down there is Kernahan. Platten shoots in towards goal. This is going to be close. Oh, what a goal!
17-11 then South Australia lead Victoria 13-9. Back in the middle. Bradley. Bolton. Chance for Ace. Oh, met very, very heavily by Merritt. And Ace is down. The clearing kick from Alvin is towards centre wing. In pursuit. Harvey needs support, sells the dummy well, chips in short, Brereton left unattended, and he'll mark at centre half forward. He wastes no time, goes for the pass, and it's successful as it's Trevor Poole drifting across to half forward, and he has it about 30 metres from goal. Here's that ace one.
And hip and shoulder, so a good decision as it turned out. The crowd not happy, but a beautiful bump by Roger Merritt.
Poole directly in front. Only 30 metres out, puts it on its way, and he goals. His third.
To come off.
Walsh against Redden. South Australia now through. Bradley gets a high tackle. Bradley to send South Australia into attack again. Kernahan gives the lead. Kick number 16 to Bradley. Screws it off the side of his boot up towards Kernahan. Thumped away from that player. Did it well. Dean under pressure. Likewise Hurd. Well taken by Anderson. The attacking corner of square. Or the handball back to Campbell. Wasn't a good one. Had to go back to get it. Puts it up for Dietrich. Umpire said play on. Dietrich thought he had the mark. So did 40,000 others. Victoria go back now towards the half-back line. Here's a chance now for South Australia through McDermott. He skipped it out there. Bradley looking for backup support. Campbell again puts out the pass. In the pocket, a chance for South Australia now winding his way through Naily. Now Michael A seems to recover. Lost the footy. Back this way, that way. Ducks. Gives across the handball. Thomas heads towards goal. Thomas is first. South Australia 18
Keith Thomas coming onto the ground for the first time. Aish going one way, coming back the other. Looked as though he was going to straighten up with a shot at goal, but speared the hand pass through, and Thomas putting it through for a lovely goal.
Oh, many delighted fans here at Football Park. There's the score, and we're in the final quarter by about 6 minutes. Brereton takes it, goes short looking for Salmon. Clark quickly fumbles. There's a chance off the ground. I think he might have done it. Yes, he.
Rains and Anderson having a few words behind play, but Waitman, extremely good piece of roving there, but just didn't quite finish it off.
Throw in. Salmon from behind gets the first. Here's a go for Harvey into the goals, and he's booted it.
As he comes over the half-forward line looking for a lead, he puts it up for Big Salmon. He's not getting back there. Almost a mark, thumped away by Campbell. In goes Waitman, out goes Waitman. Lindsay for South Australia gets the ball back towards centre field. A chance now back there. The ball comes out to Filkey. He got it from South Australia's Nailey. The Crow Eaters to the half-forward line. Hawker back there now. Foles. Foles puts it out wide. Weldrum for Victoria.
Meldrum takes it at half-forward. Goes in with his left foot into the pocket. Oh, it's all Victoria down there, and it's Brereton again. Deep in that right forward pocket, and the big fella has it. That's his 7th mark. He's kicked 3, and this is kick number 14. And it is indeed an absolute vital one. The umpire's running too far. 1 point. Brereton's not happy. 1 point only.
And Dermot Brereton with 3 goals for now. A couple of golden opportunities in this term, but 3 goals for to his credit.
South Australia seem to be down on their uppers now. All Victoria. A classic game, interstate game. A long kick back in by Paul up towards full forward. Parker behind. Fine mark. Oh, what a timely mark. Runs it to Lindsay. Campbell will get it next. He's got a chance to run it out. He's only got Platten to kick to. The little fella's going to have to work hard, and work hard he does. Gets the ball. Bradley wants the handball. Williams standing the mark. Time on South Australia's side now. Kick number 12, Platten. 20 minutes gone. Gets the lead now from Thomas. Off goes Craig into the pocket, going in towards Kernahan. Oh, he dropped what he should have taken. Whips back a handball. Oh, that was a shocker. Victoria now off the half-back line.
Merritt finds Walsh. Walsh twists out of trouble, then tacks across the ground. Oh, almost Elvin. Taken by Rains. Dummies the handball, puts in a pass towards half-forward. Clark in front. Good mark. So Victoria fighting on strongly. Clark wanting to get the handball to Waitman, and Salisbury has been penalised. This brings Clark now within easy scoring range. He's only 30 metres out. Kick number 15 is hooking a little. The umpire stands on the post.
Victoria in their back pocket. He kicks the ball back. Hughes in there, but it's well taken by Victoria's Dean. Peter Dean on the half-back flank. Victoria going into attack now. 27 minutes gone to the half-forward line. Mark Williams. Bradley quickly over now. The kick from Salisbury goes to the half-forward line. Kernahan. McDermott in. Merritt in. In there is Merritt. Oh, geez, playing well. Puts it out wide. Here's a chance. Hurd. Over the top, Victoria. Quickly sweeping on it. Range. Victoria into attack. A long one. Brereton back there. Gets up over the top. The man in front has got to be paid.
Oh, Williams with it.
Well, the crowd very happy with that one. They're not complaining at all as Craig Williams, and the front man deserves a mark. If you've got the front position, that's fair enough.
Dear Peter, a minute go on. Harvey off for Victoria. 43,000 plus here at Football Park, and the free kick has gone Filkey's way.
Bradley having a word saying steady down, and that's what the free kick was for.
Filkey, Salisbury in trouble, but shrugs the tackle, goes in high towards half forward. Kernahan in front. The crumbs, Waitman, support from Folds. High wobbly kick, centre wing, Lindsay. Clark over the top. Clark trying to burst his way clear, gets tackled. Here's an opportunity for Loveridge, needs a good set. Loveridge with that left foot has it smothered. Oh, great smother from Salisbury, and it's out of play.
That's what it's all about, David. Giving your last, and he did it brilliantly. A throw-in interchange gates. 29 minutes gone. A throw-in. Can South Australia pull it off? Everybody's on the ball there. They're trying to get it out. Platten towards the line. And he's quite happy to see the seconds tick away. 18-17 to 17-13. The crowd on its feet now, just wanting the siren to go. What's happened to the timekeepers? Over the top there comes Walsh. Players going after the ball. Williams gets it forward. In towards the half-forward line. Platten goes in for the ball. Soccer towards the forward line. But it's a free kick, South Australia. And a chance for them to take a breather and go into attack. 18-17 to 17-13. The strain showing on Coach Corns' face. But South Australia have got a 10-point advantage.
McDermott getting some advice from Corns, who came off his seat. Time ticking away now. Kick number 9 to McDermott. Slowing things down as he puts it long into the pocket. Dietrich in front. Difficult to mark in there. Clark's clear. Kick is not covering much difference. Put it straight to Hughes. Hughes bangs a long one into the pocket, but he's offline and out of bounds on the full.
Regardless of the scoreboard, you must admire both sides here. They've both put up tremendous performances.
But I can't.